Well, today I'm at Bedok Reservoir. I took bus 506 from Bukit Batok, and the bus brought me to the bus stop just beside Bedok Reservoir. You can see some rain shelters here, very beautiful rain shelters. A big field with a lot of trees, and in front of me is the Bedok Reservoir. It's a very huge reservoir, possibly as big as the Pandan Reservoir. So this is a very beautiful park, very nice place. Now you can see some of the HDB flats and many blocks of condos around here, all facing the reservoir. Now I'm just wondering why there are so many condos facing the reservoir here. Is it because of the Feng Shui? People like to live near the reservoir because there's a lot of wind, a lot of water, so good feng shui, they say. Now in Singapore, I noticed that many architects, Chinese businessmen, and even some Europeans, they believe in feng shui. However, to me, feng shui is a bit of science, a bit of common sense, and some superstition. So there are some owners of hotels who make sure that the front door is slanting at an angle of 30 degrees instead of being in line or parallel to the walls. So early in the morning here I can see some people jogging along the track beside the reservoir. The reservoir here has a lot of water and is also used for canoeing, kayaking and wakeboarding. Now wakeboarding is slightly different from water skiing, because in water skiing you are towed by a boat and you use either single or double skis, whereas in wakeboarding you use a board that's quite similar to the skateboard but without the wheels, and you hold on to a cable and you are towed along by a speeding motorboat. So whilst being towed by the boat, the rider behind can do some aerial acrobatics or do some somersault. So wakeboarding is quite an interesting sport around here. Now the notice here says no swimming, do not enter water, no release of animals. I can see some cyclists along the track here. You can see the Bedok Reservoir from here. Lots and lots of water, and in the background you can see some condos all facing the reservoir. So the feng shui here is very good. Plenty of feng, plenty of wind and water. So feng shui 很好. Now the Chinese believe in feng shui, so even if you are going to operate, say, a hawker store, you have to look for the feng shui, because those stores that are near the escalator normally have good business. Whereas if your hawker store is hidden right behind and nobody could see, then your business no littering. So this place is run by the PUB, but the park is under the jurisdiction of NParks. Very big reservoir. You can see some boats. In the background you can see the tall condos all facing the reservoir. So the feng shui here is very good. 有风有水一定好. I'm at the edge of the reservoir. You can see this tree here with very beautiful white flowers. Right? From the reservoir there's a grassy slope, and after that you come to the path for walking and jogging. So this is a very straight path, very good for jogging and walking. This reservoir has here water and morning. In the distance I can see some construction going on. Now this tree has a stem where the bark is peeling off, just like a snake shedding its skin. You see the tree bark dropping from the tree trunk. So this is the boardwalk beside the reservoir. Very nice place with a lot of tall trees. So although it's almost noon, the weather here is quite cool. Jogging here, I can see some bistro by the reservoir. It's closed in the day. Possibly it's open only at night. Very beautiful park. It says welcome to Bedok Reservoir. And here I see a notice with 5 pens, a unique group representative constituency, National Day Observance Ceremony, Formation of Human Chain 2003. BG George Yong Boon Yeo, Minister for Trade and Industry, and the other 4 members of Parliament for Aljunied GRC. The human chain circling the reservoir, which measures 4.3 kilometers in circumference, signifies racial harmony and unity among the residents of Aljunied GRC. So George Yeo was formerly a minister, but he's now no more. It's very quiet here in the morning. A lot of rain shelters, and even there's a fitness station for those who want to exercise. This is a park with a lot of trees beside the Bedok Reservoir. The notice here says not all termites are bad. Many people think that all termites are bad because they eat wood. However, most termites also eat fallen leaf, dead tree bark, and decaying organic matter in the soil. So this part here, there's a lot of construction going on, possibly to upgrade the reservoir. I can see some girls jogging here in the morning, and beside a very big canal, and over on the other side is Temasek Polytechnic. So this is a very interesting place, a very long park connector. So on my right is a canal, and over there you can see Temasek Polytechnic. Right, the Temasek Polytechnic has a very big sports stadium. It's a very big place, many buildings. Here says Water Venture Outlet at Bedok Reservoir. So I'm still on the park, built by the People's Association. So proposed new erection of a 2-story with basement water venture outlet. Right, on the other side you can see the Temasek Polytechnic.
You can go through here, the underpass, it'll take you to Park Connector.
Okay, thank you. I tried that. Thank you. This is the Bedok Reservoir Park, very beautiful. And I'm going along the Park Connector. Now I'm next to the Park Connector, adjacent to Bedok Reservoir, and I'm going along this park connector. It leads me to an underpass. So I go below the road above, and on my left is a very big canal. On my right I can see lots and lots of private condos. All these condos facing the reservoir, and they have a good view of the Bedok Reservoir. 有风有水，什么都好。These are some of the beautiful condos next to the Bedok Reservoir. Very nice, beautiful condos. It's just a stone's throw away from the Bedok Nature Park. So I'm along the Bedok PCN, walking towards the other side, away from Tampines. So possibly I'll come up on the other side of Bedok. So on the Bedok PCN on my right, there are rows and rows of HDB flats. On the left, the canal, but there's not much water because there was no rain for the past few days. So here you can see some coconut trees, very tall trees. This is the pomegranate tree with the red fruit. Its name is Prima granatum. Very nice tree here. So I'm coming towards another major road, about 100 meters away from me. Here I can see a small park with a lot of bird cages. So the residents came here in the morning to display their birds. I'm still on a park connector walking towards Bedok North. I'm beside the canal, and here I come across a tree with very beautiful white flowers. I'm walking along the Bedok PCN. If I go straight, I'll come to East Coast Park. The notice says beware of possible lightning strike and falling branch due to bad weather. Walking along the PCN. It's a very long stretch of PCN. On my right, the canal, and then some private bungalows on the other side. You can see some of these 1, 2, 3, 4-story bungalows. They must be worth 10 or 20 million. Very huge bungalows. So these are bungalows for the upper middle class. I'm on the Bedok PCN, and beside me there's the canal, and over there are some private houses, some 2 stories, some 3 stories, and there's a piece of land, I think it's state land, behind the bungalows. Some of the residents have occupied this state land and turned it into a vegetable garden, a fruit garden. I'm not sure whether they have the permission of NParks to do so. I'm still on the Bedok PCN coming towards Upper Changi. So on my right you can see the terrace houses. All these are private houses, the canal, and then here I'm on the park connector. I started from Bedok Reservoir, and up to now I've taken almost 3 hours to walk this distance. So beside the canal I can see some trees with very nice yellow flowers. This is the Xanthostemon chrysanthus. A lot of yellow flowers around here. Very beautiful. And beside this PCN you can see the fitness station for people to do the exercise. And over on my left you can see a lot of buildings for light industries. Another very beautiful tree here. You can see the tree with the buds. This is a Barringtonia asiatica. A very tall tree with very nice flowers. Here you can see a cyclist resting beside the PCN. I'm near the end of the park connector. If I continue onwards, I'll come to Upper East Coast Road.